Welcome to the Carriage Window Railway East River Scenery Update. Ballasting had been completed in 2024, allowing the track to look far more realistic, but it had stopped where the scenery was incomplete. People had been added, especially a pushchair, and the Pittards factory had been detailed and completed. A water crane had been added to the end of Platform 1, and with these small details it was time to move to the East River Valley scenery. The river bottom was painted burnt umber, ready to use, and the space underneath the branch line was filled in with polystyrene ready for mod rock. Pico LK walling was glued with coving cement, and Metcalf paving slabs were added to the top as capping stones. Red and amber ballast with Portland stone was placed in the bottom of the river valley, and a mirror used to work on the rear of the bridges. The plan was to use 4 pours of epoxy casting liquid. The first pour, 6mm, had bubbles removed with a creme brulee torch used twice at 10-minute intervals. The green dye with the red stones gave a brown effect. Static grass and trees and fences were added whilst this was curing. The second pour of 6mm again used the brulee torch twice to remove bubbles. Green scatter added to the surface of the river disappeared into the third pour. A cofferdam was added for the fourth pour as the board had been cut too low. Finally, after the fourth pour, sheep and trees and bushes were added for detail. Time to add some more riverside detail. A fishing platform was added with posts drilled into the epoxy, and my granddaughter placed people onto that platform to represent herself. Ducks, swans and geese were added to the river along with a rowing boat. This, with willow trees, provided a lovely scene. Self-adhesive backscenes were then affixed to the wall, but without a river valley. So this picture was printed onto A4, cut around the trees and stuck behind the river. This created a lovely tree view on top, with the river stretching off into the distance, creating a good view. It really is nice to see the blended reflections on the river.
You left your brake fan behind.
However, the trees appeared to end abruptly at this telegraph pole, so a second set of trees were printed and stuck to the left of it to fill the scene in. There was also a grain silo behind the pub which was out of place, so a third set of trees were stuck here and appear behind the pub, and the paths treading off into the distance does look really effective. Next comes the making of the southern part of the river, with the tunnel and the village and the windmill above it.